This week we're talking about our favorite superheroes. Mine aren't exactly numbered in any way, just I have a list of favorites, and most of them are actually teams. The first team that I thought about was X-Men. X-Men was one of my favorite comic books growing up as a kid, and I read it all the time, and I loved it, and I watched all of the cartoons. I still watch X-Men Evolution. I actually own an X-Men Evolution DVD. They were just a team that I really liked, and I love the movies, and if it's X-Men related, I love it. So X-Men. The next team I thought about was actually Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because again, you're going into my childhood and comic books, and I watched the cartoon when I was a kid, and then I started getting the comic books, and now while the comic books probably weren't meant for kids my age, I loved it, and I would still collect the comic books if I could, but I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. The next team I thought about is actually a Transformers team, not the Autobots, but the Maximals. Maximals! Again, you're going into my childhood. This is Beast Wars, and this is the Maximal team as of season 1. And I love this show so much. If you haven't seen Beast Wars, you really just need to. Everybody on this channel, because we're all geeks, and this is awesome. Like, it is just so well done. It's like the second ever fully computer animated cartoon ever, and it is just so fantastic. I love it so much. But yeah, the Maximals, because all of my favorite characters are Maximals except for Megatron. But Megatron's just awesome. For some reason, I always like the bad guy at one point or another. The bad guy is like usually in my top 5 favorite characters of any like series like this, where it's good guy versus bad guy storyline. Usually the bad guy is at least somewhere in my top favorites. But yeah, my favorite is actually this guy right here, Dinobot. And Scott McNeil plays Dinobot, and he also plays Rat Trap. And he also plays Silverbolt, who comes in later, and he also plays Waspinator, who's actually a Predacon, so bad guy. The next one I'm going to talk about is actually diving more into Japan. I grew up a Power Ranger fan, and as a Power Ranger fan growing up, that made me interested in the Japanese version, Super Sentai. Super Sentai changes every year, and my 2 favorite years were Jetman, which was the series that was out before the series that came here, which is Zyuranger, which is actually my other favorite, Zyuranger. Both of them have such amazing storylines, and I wish they would be available here in the States, because I watched them back when I didn't really consider anything bad if you watched it illegally, so I watched both of those illegally. But they were both, I mean, as cheesy as they were, because it was like the early 90s, they were just still fantastic and just very heart-wrenching and emotional and just so good. And the last one I'm going to talk about is actually going to be the very first time that a team isn't my favorite superhero. My favorite superhero is actually from an anime, and Dylan, you're going to like this one. Dakoita, this guy. The diaper-wearing, cape-wielding, power suit guy. I got into Dakoita last October, and it's so funny. It's so funny, and it makes fun of absolutely everything generic shonen. It makes fun of everything funny, and it's just hilarious. So TK, we will see you tomorrow, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Whatever. Bye.